We're in the studio today and we're all about beauty on the inside and out by starting with great low-carb recipes for your insides, green touch avocado oil transforming your cooking, and chats with beauty advocate Tracy Marie Huia. Then we talk beauty, great skincare and how to achieve the elusive smoky eye with beauty queen Miss Brooke Huia. It's Easy Living with Monique Bradley. And today we are live in the kitchen and today is all about beauty. It's a big day here in the Your Fix TV studios and I'm really excited to have you guys here. No mai, haere mai, welcome to the studio. I'm Monique Bradley and if we haven't met before, welcome to my house. It's great to have you here. Today I've got this beautiful soul. This is my lovely friend and sister from another mister. This is Tracy Marie Wilton Huia. Now Tracy is an advocate for beauty that is not just skin deep, it's about being beautiful, which is soul deep, am I right?
Soul deep, that's
absolutely.
correct.
Now Tracy has an amazing story. Now first of all, you've had life-changing burns.
Yes, life-changing burns, dealt with a lot of infertility, multiple sclerosis.
Yes.
And other complications surrounding that, fibromyalgia, you know, different things, post-traumatic stress disorder, and things like that. So yes, and menopause.
Menopause. I knew this topic was going to come out at some stage. I know.
Yes.
I'm 44, so I know I'm getting closer day by day.
Yes.
But I wanted to talk to you about the effects of. Does what you eat, in particular with your MS, does what you eat affect your health?
Oh, definitely, most definitely.
So what are the key stresses for you with your health when it comes to food?
Key stresses for me would have to be carbs.
Carbs?
You know, carbs, probably the gluten. Yep. And there is definitely showing signs that red meat is probably not too good for us.
Wow, that's really, really interesting. Now, I actually did some research because I love you and I want to know more about what it is like to live with MS. And I did find some information, which is a scientific study based in America about the effects of gluten with MS. Now, we've got a screen here which has a quote from that study because today we are all about beauty with Tracy Marie. And in that study, it said it was published by BMC Neurology that selected MS patients and their immediate family members had a higher incidence of gluten intolerance than the general population. And this seems to be more common than we actually realise. Of course, there is a lot of research out there that probably contradicts this, but the best thing to do is to try whether gluten works for you, whether if you're living with MS or any sort of health complications. I've suffered for most of my adult life with IBS.
Yes.
Find what works for you. There is no one size fits all. I know in my own journey, wanting to lose weight, low carb diet works for me.
Yes.
Getting rid of gluten works for me. But if you are considering making huge changes to your diet for health, please talk to a professional, whether it's your naturopath, a nutritionist, or even your GP. So, low carb.
Low carb.
That's what we're focusing on today, and I'm going to make you do the hard work.
Yes.
So the first recipe we're going to delve into is actually my amazing, delicious low carb crackers. Now, when you go onto a low carb diet, a lot of people ask me, oh my goodness, Monique, what do you eat? Is it just all vegetables? No, it's not. I still get to have my cake and eat it too, and that's what you're going to see as well. You're going to make the crackers today, and I've already got the ingredients ready for you. Super easy, just a couple of ingredients here, and we're going to put the recipe up on the screen. And if you miss the recipe, it's already loaded into my website, moniquebradley.co.nz. Now, what we've got here, instead of using flour, because a lot of people can't handle gluten, we're actually going to use some almond meal. Now, almond meal is also called almond flour, if you see that in a recipe. Now, the one we're using here is white, so we don't have all the husky brown bits in it. A third to half a cup of avocado oil, which we're going to throw in there. We've got an egg, we've got some grated cheese, and some salt and pepper. And it is actually that easy. It's a pretty cost-effective recipe, and to be honest, I now like this better than the crackers you buy in store.
Wow.
It is so tasty, and especially when they're made fresh.
Yes.
So Tracy, in there you've got your cup of almond meal already.
Sure.
You're going to crack the egg in there, and then you're going to crumble in your cheese. Now this makes a really nice cheesy kind of cracker. You could also add in there a little bit of cayenne pepper, which is really cool. Oh, you're so tidy, you domestic goddess, you. So just crumble it because we're using mozzarella today. Yep. You're going to work it all through. It's nice, isn't it? Now, you can use tasty cheese, or you could use Colby, or whatever you like. You can even use a Parmesan if you want a slightly finer.
Oh, yeah, no, that's nice.
That would be really nice.
Would be lovely.
And super tasty. So you're going to mix it all through.
Mix it all through.
And then I'm going to grab the avocado oil. We're going to be really generous because this is a really good product. This is Green Touch avocado oil. It's actually produced here in New Zealand. And avocado oil is loaded with omegas. So for those of you who might be vegetarian and you don't want to take fish oil, this is a great option.
Brilliant.
The thing I like about this, so the original recipe I tested didn't have avocado oil in it, but I didn't like the egg flavour. So this is going to actually transform the flavour of the recipe. And if you have a look at that colour, Tracy.
Look at the colour. Beautiful.
Isn't it? Yes. Now, it will make it a slightly runnier consistency, but the great thing is it's going to cook up nicely as a beautiful flat cracker in the oven. Good. There you go. So you can add whatever seasoning you like. Like I said, you could add cayenne pepper. We're just going to add in some salt and pepper. And I've got here Hauraki sea salt, produced here in Auckland. I'm going to give a good sprinkle of that in through there. Lovely. Very nice.
Lovely, lovely.
Excellent. And you're going to give me a good grind of pepper in there. Goes one way. I think it's to the right. Well, you've got it? Got it? Perfect. Perfect. We're going to mix it all through now, and I'm going to give you another big lug of avocado oil, I should say. Yes. Because it's my favourite. I mean, look at the colour.
Yum.
Isn't that cool? Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Now, the next thing we're going to do, so your crackers are ready.
Crackers are ready?
Yeah, it's pretty fast,
Oh, you want a cracker?
Nice. Nice job. Now I've got a tray here, and all we've done is we've put, I'm going to get you to grab a teaspoon out of the drawer just here. We've just got wax paper here on the, just on the top drawer. We've got wax paper here just on a tray, super easy. And you're just going to put blobs, small blobs.
Blobbles.
Yep, just like that onto the tray. Now the magic happens. I don't like to get my hands dirty. So instead of pressing them all down, because it is quite a sticky mixture, I have another piece of wax paper. We're going to lay it on top and then press the whole lot out, and it just makes it really tidy. So if you've got kids who are wanting to do this with you, and let's be honest, kids get a bit messy at the best of times, don't they? And they want to put it everywhere. This is super easy to manage. Yeah, even big kids, right. It's super easy to manage. Now I have to say good morning. Hello, Rachel Thompson. Oh, she said, can't be here, I'm busy working. Good on you. Good morning, Tara and Archie. Lovely to see you. Romilly Ashkettle, lovely to see you too. And I know Leonard Matthews is watching as well. Lovely to have you guys on the stream. It is lovely to have you with us. And I can see there's lots of people watching. Now, Tracy, what do you think are your favourite foods that help your health?
My favourite foods that help my health are actually salmon.
Yep.
I love salmon, and it's very good for me. Well, actually, all fish.
Yes.
Seafood. So I do love my seafood.
Yep.
I will admit. I do try to eat foods like that do have like the avocado oil in it and things like that.
Because the omegas in avocado oil are so good for the brain.
I'm not a sweet person, so bit of a sourpuss really, but you know what I mean. So I have a tendency, but these sorts of things like the crackers, and I love all that sort of thing.
Yes, so do I, and I love making a really good savoury topping with it.
Yeah.
In fact, speaking of which, once these crackers are cooked, I'm actually going to top them with either a pesto or a hummus, which are also great low carb options.
Yes.
Because the hummus is made of chickpeas, it is slightly higher carbs, but it's something you may want to have slightly later in the day, particularly because we don't want to be slowed down during the day. We want to still have lots of energy, which is why low carb is great for you earlier in the day. Now I've just got chickpeas that I've already drained, and this is going to be our hummus.
It's going to be
Look at that.
Hummus.
Just throwing in some avocado oil like that, and we're going to whiz that up. And look, this is so simple. This cost me about $1.29 for a can of chickpeas. That's what I love about it. I'm going to pop behind you and blend that. Look at us, we're like Hudson and Halls.
We are! Look at that.
Love this. I know, so quick. Well, at least the top's blended. I'll come back and do the rest later. Yeah, and that's going to be really nice.
So
I just
these are
love
like
the colour. This is great. In fact, I'll show you what we're going to do next. So we'll just leave the rest of the mixture there.
Yeah.
Look at this, Trace. Put it down.
Oh,
I know, right?
Oh,
and this is how you get your
goodness.
crackers flat without having to get another implement. so good. And they still go round, and it's so cute. I know. Because you want to crack it, because you want it to be kind of still a bit crisp.
A bit crackery.
Yeah, a bit crackery. And to be fair, because you're making this out of almond meal, it's not as crispy as it would be, say, if you were using a wheat flour or something like that. No, but this is a great option.
Yes.
There we go. And look at that.
Look at that. Just like that.
I know. Now, when I first made them, I actually did it properly and used a rolling pin, but ain't nobody got time for that. So you could, look, you could put a heavy book on it, walk away, have a cup of tea, phone a friend. You could, you know, do whatever you like. And then you just peel this all back and whiz bang boom. A little bit of the mixture might come off, but we're okay. You can scrape it off if you're worried. Scrape it off. Look at that. Isn't that just the cutest thing ever?
Look, they're all done.
I know, right? Oh, whoopsie.
Whoopsies. We've got a little...
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I put my finger in it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to eat it later anyway. So you get the idea. You want to do it probably a bit more gently than I've just done it. And then, of course, the extra bits, you just scrape it off. So there's your crackers. Now, you're going to put those in the oven at around 220. And once you've done that, I'm just going to just pop it on top of the oven. You cook them. They cook in about 10 minutes, which is fantastic. So super quick. And then you end up, depending on how well cooked you like them, you end up with these amazing cheesy crackers. And I like mine well cooked because I love that that really goldeny looking cracker. You know what I mean? Oh, pull that hair off there. But of course, you know, we're in my kitchen, it's my rules. So we've got your crackers right here. So it's super easy.
Super easy.
And how do we plate that? Well, we could do something like add a little bit of our hummus, or I actually found some cashew nuts in my pantry, and I thought, oh, I love cashew nuts. What can we do with that? Well, we're going to grab just a big handful of basil. Yeah. And then we're going to add in some more avocado oil. Now, this is so healthy.
Smell that basil.
I know, isn't it beautiful? Now, the great thing, Trace, is that, you know, all of these things are made from real food. There's no preservatives in here. There's no nasty chemicals that mess with your health. It's all real food. All real. I'm going to grab this because, you know, we like to be efficient in the kitchen today. I hate having to clean up. Oh, I'm just going to get all of that off there. Well, it's going down the sink. It's a bit of food waste. We don't like that, but you get the idea. And then we are going to make ourselves some pesto. Now, the reason I put the nuts in the bottom is if you're using something like a Ninja Bullet, you want the weight to be on the blades. And because I don't have a blender, I don't have any sort of blender like, you know, all those fancy raw food chefs. So, my lovely, you're going to just throw that in the blender over there and give it a good whirl. Right, pull that out. Ready? Yeah, go. Yeah, just lift it up. Beautiful. And we're gonna, I know, right? Well, we're almost there. We're gonna have a look. Oh, yeah. That's looking good. So what I would do is take a little bit of my friend basil. I know, so good. Now, the cool thing is that if cashew nuts are a bit expensive, because they can be.
They can be.
You can use peanuts. I know it's normally made from pine nuts, but at the end of the day, pine nuts are really expensive. And I'm thinking, how can I do something for my health, which is going to be low carb and fabulous.
And still tasty.
Still tasty, but be budget effective. And that's what we've done. Okay, just throw that on the blender there. Give it a good push down. There. Hopefully that works. Don't think it did that time. Oh yeah,
it's working.
Lift it up, give it a shake. Give it a shake. Look at that. Right, my lovely, shake it back down, give it one more blend. Oh yeah. Excellent. Let's pull it out and have a look. I got some. So this is Cheats hummus. Now it's still a bit grainy. I probably would actually blend it a little bit longer, but it's super easy and super fast. Easy. Now down here, my love, we've got a plate. I'm going to get you to plate up some crackers, some with a little bit of the pesto that we've made, and some with a little bit of the hummus. All your tools are in there. And while you're doing that, I'm going to show you how to make a very quick mug cake, which is done really quickly. I've got all the ingredients here, and I'm going to pull the recipe up on the screen. It's all made in one bowl, and then I'm going to pop it into these silicone, these really cool silicone molds that I found that just piece together like Lego. There's no base on them, And I'm going to use this to cook my little chocolate cakes. How you going there, Trace?
Awesome.
Doing good?
Darling.
Looking good. Feel free to use the basil to make it look all pretty as well. Okay, so into this bowl, oh, there you go. We've got 3 tablespoons of almond meal, 1/4 cup of avocado oil, 1 egg, baking powder, salt and pepper. I think that's a typo. Cacao, vanilla essence, and some maple syrup for seasoning. Again, pardon me, just had a little bit of air come up. I'm talking too much. This is a delicious recipe and it's all going to be cooked in the microwave, so it'll take 90 seconds to cook, so I'm going to do that now. Got the cacao. The health benefits of cacao are insane. So good for you. Loads of antioxidants. There's your vanilla essence in there. Loads of good things. Your almond meal goes in there. We've got baking powder in there. Here we go. Everything. There's your maple syrup going in now. Look, this is so simple. So in the time that Tracy gets to plate up some of these crackers and make them look all pretty, I'm going to have an entire cake ready to go. Now this is a serving for 2 people. I think it works out at about 300 calories a serving, which isn't too bad.
That's great.
It's too bad. And the cool thing is, again, this is low carb and it's loaded with food which is actually there to benefit your health. The final thing I'm going to add in there is the egg, and that's your binding agent. Look at that. Super easy. Now, avocado oil for me is a winner. I have actually replaced all the other oil in my kitchen because this is just magnificent. It tastes good. It makes everything look pretty because the colour is so intense. Here we go. That's all mixing together like that. And this kind of cooks up like a souffle, a mini souffle in your microwave. So when it comes out, because these little containers are quite small, the cool thing is it will puff out over the top, but it looks quite spectacular when you bring it out of the microwave. How are you going there, Trace?
Awesome.
Looking good. So at the end of the show, we know we've got some morning tea to eat. Excellent. I'm just going to grab a spoon out from under you, my gorgeous creature. So you've noticed lots of health benefits from eating differently? What have you noticed the most?
With me, I'm a bit similar to you, darling. I do suffer terribly from IBS.
Yep.
And I've noticed if I don't plug up my system,
yep,
I don't have those dramas.
Oh wow!
So having to make sure, and look, I am a bit of a sucker for the old, the things I shouldn't eat.
Yep.
So that is
I think too, when your health is compromised a little bit, what do? You tend to go for convenience food. For me, it was always things like chippies.
Yeah,
I'm totally addicted to. I was.
I can definitely.
Yeah.
Eat way too much chippies and stuff like
yeah.
that. But I do try not to.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
What I've actually replaced that addiction with, and I have to say because I love it, roasted cauliflower. Oh my goodness.
I've got a thing for kurma chips.
Oh, kurma chips, me too. And they're so good for you too. Now, a lot of people have asked, don't those moulds leak? No, they don't. The cool thing is that as you cook, the cake sets in the bottom, doesn't it? So there you go. So we've got silicone seals going on. Silicone moulds there. Now, by the way, if you want to see them, they come in sets of 4. They're totally amazing. You can make a whole bunch of different shapes. Oh, look at that, Tracy. Amazing. So whether you want to do a small cake or a big cake, you can do it all. And Tracy, you've done a great job there. There's morning tea. I'm going to pop these in the microwave, and then we've got dessert as well. Wow. Okay.
Spoiled.
I know, right? Here we go. 90 seconds in the microwave. Right.
It's funny that you're making something like a celebrationary thing. Well, I would call it the celebration thing. Our darling friend Dennis Marsh and his beautiful wife Yvonne, 20 years married today.
Oh so my goodness! Congratulations! Yes, so we love them. Well, it is a beautiful day of celebration. Yeah. Okay, so the proof is in the pudding. Do you want to try one?
Ooh, yes.
Shall we? Yeah. Shall we try? I'm going to try this little one here. So it looks cool. You going to try that one?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh yeah. It's great. Sorry to talk with my mouth full. See, it's still kind of crackery.
Oh, it's very crackery.
Oh, it's really good. You can even do something if you're wanting to show off to your friends, you can even bring it out and then drizzle your avocado oil. It's a little bit of flair. It's like Salt Bae, but it's with avocado oil. It's good, eh?
Beautiful.
Now the cool thing is, this won't interfere with your health.
No.
This is really cool and easy to make, as you saw. And again, they cook in 10 minutes. I'm going to finish that one.
Fantastic. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Whoops, typical.
So there you go. I'm about to grab our chocolate soufflés. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, look at them.
I wish you could see. They've just gone. So this is the sort of thing that you can actually cook in the oven as well, but if you want to cook them fast in the microwave, they're amazing, and you can cook them in a cup. So get ready, they've kind of exploded.
Oh, these are delicious.
They are, right?
Oh, look at them.
Look at that. We've done it. So they come out like these little cakey soufflés. They are low carb. If you have that craving for chocolate, this is going to satisfy that craving. I'm just having a look around the bottom. I probably would cook them for probably 30 seconds longer. I think I've added in a little bit more ingredients this time, but they are super delicious. They're going to be too hot for us to eat now, but we'll try them after the show. And they are light and they give you that chocolate fix you've been looking for. So there you go, 2 low carb. In fact, today we've made pretty much 4 low carb recipes in a pretty short period of time, in 20 minutes. So that's cool, nice work. Now you've tried low carb food, what are you thinking? Easy?
Perfect, yes, perfect and
easy.
I've got one of these little gadgets, so I'll be able to definitely do.
Yay.
Awesome.
There you go. And that is how to be beautiful on the inside by feeding your body and your brain with the omegas from avocado oil. Thanks to the people at Green Touch for giving us this avocado oil. It really is the best avocado oil I've tried, and I've been around a long time in food. I've tried a lot of them. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you're doing very well.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Tracy, thank you so much for coming and helping me out. Sorry I'm so bossy. But, you know, I like to invite people to my house and make them do the work. So right now we're about to flick into the other part of the studio to talk to Tracy's beautiful daughter Brooke and our special guest Nassim about beauty, style, fashion, and for those of you who love wearing makeup, we're talking about how to perfect the perfect smoky eye. So stick around. In the meantime, here's a really beautiful tip from my lovely friend Katie English from Vital Shore. She's got some great wisdom to share, and in fact she's featuring in next week's show, so make sure you tune in next week at 11 a.m. All right, let's take a look at what Katie has to say.
Hi, I'm Katie English and I'm from Vital Shore. I'm a registered financial advisor, so I help people protect their risk, protect their family, protect their homes, protect their business. And I love what I do. I'm really passionate about what I do because I know that people have so many questions. I know that people are very confused, and oftentimes when I meet them, they simply don't know what insurance is all about and how it can protect them. I think it's really important when I'm sitting with people for them to see how much I love what I do, for them to understand how much I want to be involved in helping them to protect what they've built up during their life. We don't get there by accident, but an accident can actually stop you in your tracks. And if it does, what's that mean? That's a question I can answer. What does it mean? How are you going to cope? What does the future look like? The people that I work with are from all walks of life. And it's just so, I just so love sitting with them, exploring, understanding who they are, what they want, what's important to them, because no family is the same and there's no one size fits all. Getting out of bed in the morning and knowing I'm going to make a difference in people's lives, that I'm going to help them, that I'm going to answer those questions, that's really important. So living a life of purpose is something that I try to achieve every single day. That's me. I'm Katie.
Here we are. We are live in the studio and I am so excited. Today is all about beauty on the inside and the outside, and I am accompanied and surrounded by beautiful, empowered women today. We've started in the kitchen with gorgeous Tracy Marie Huia, and now we have stylist and fashionista Nassim. Lovely to have you here. And beauty queen and professional makeup artist, this is Brooke Rachel Huia. Kia ora. Kia ora, ladies. How are you both feeling today?
Good.
Oh, good.
Now, I'm really excited to have you both here. You're both influencers online when it comes to fashion and style. Now, to be honest, if it weren't for people dressing me and telling me what to wear, I would be completely stylistically challenged. I must have watched a million makeup videos just to learn how to put foundation on. I'm going to ask you each individually. Nassim, what is your key style tip when it comes to helping ladies, because I know you inspire other women to look beautiful? What would be your key tip about finding your own personal style?
Just be yourself and see see a picture of yourself in that dress, and then you can put it together and use some tips from what you see.
Yeah.
And go with the season.
Go with the season.
Yeah.
We like that.
That's,
Excellent.
Yeah.
So choose,
Good.
what
Be
about when it
yourself.
comes to choosing your right for your body shape?
That's that's important. Choose but don't think about if the age, and just be yourself.
Yes.
And if you like that dress, don't say that's like maybe it's not suitable for my age. No, it's gonna fit perfectly. Age is just a number.
Age is just a number. I love that. Okay, so Brooke, you're a qualified makeup artist. You've worked in pageants. You've performed at pageants for the last couple of years now.
Yes.
And now that you're a fully qualified makeup artist, can you give me the most important tip that you would share about makeup? Should we smother our faces, or as our friend Romina says, is less best?
Yeah. So I reckon do your makeup suitable for what you're going into. So if you're going just for an everyday look, don't go ahead and pile it all on. But also still do what you want to do for yourself to make yourself feel good as well. But I also think that prepping your skin before you apply your makeup helps a lot with how your makeup sits.
Okay, now you've brought a product with you today to help you prep Nassim's skin, and that's from
Kathy Organic.
Oh, we love Kathy Organics.
Yes.
Now this is their Marula Rich Moisturiser.
Yes, I
now,
love it.
Why is this a good product for prepping skin?
I love how it goes on your face, and it also gives a really, really nice finishing before I go and apply on my makeup.
Okay, so it's a quite matte finish. Is
Yes,
that
it
better
is.
for under foundation?
Again, it depends on what sort of look you're going for. Sometimes you could go for a glossy look.
Oh,
or
yes.
you can go and mattify your look as well.
Excellent.
But I love this moisturiser. I love.
Okay, so you're going to use that as Nassim's
Yes.
base today. Now, Nassim, I have to say you look stunning without makeup.
Thank you.
You are so
I'm
beautiful.
being with no makeup in front of the
And camera as well. I reckon Nassim looks like George Clooney's wife.
Oh.
So much. It's amazing. Amazing. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to pop a little bit of that on, and today we're just focusing on the eyes. So do you put foundation on first, or do you do the eyes first, Brooke?
You can do whatever you prefer. I prefer to go and do the eyes first and then go on and do the foundation, because sometimes you could get your drop down that falls onto your foundation that you've already gone and set, and then you try and wipe it away, you end up with black eyes.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yes, I
I've done that
just get
myself.
you close.
Now, we've just had a whole bunch of comments come through. Lynette Hill said, yay, I snuck out just at the right time. So good to see you using real food options for gluten-free. I might just sneak in later and have a wee taste. I think that's a great idea, Lynette. And Lynette is a naturopath that we're working with, and she is very much into encouraging people to, let food be thy medicine. So you've got your base on there. Oh yes, I can see you've gone from being quite glossy to being very matte, so it is a really good finish.
Yes, it is.
You don't even need foundation. You look
Oh,
amazing.
no.
All right, so let's talk about the smoky eye. How do you do it?
Alright, so I like to start with a bit of a lighter colour first. So I'm using all of Samala Cosmetics today. So here I've got Latte. I like the Latte because I'm going for a brown smoky look.
Yep.
If I can pop that open, my hands are a bit slippery now. So I go and do that, but first of all, I do like to go and to just prime the eyes a little bit.
What is priming the eyes? Is that like putting
so
a
it's
concealer?
sort of like a concealer, yes. So this is the full cover concealer from Samala Cosmetics. So if I just go ahead, it sort of just helps to get rid of those other pink areas, or if you see veins,
Wow,
It
or
just helps a lot.
when you
just
get to my
cover it.
age with pigmentation.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
definitely.
that can be a big one. I've just noticed more comments come through. Nice to see so many people. Hi Giovanna, Cecilia King, Ramina Lily, Harpreet Singh. Ramina just said, we are here with Tony watching Amazing Kathy Organics.
Yeah.
Hi Tony.
Hello.
And Gina. And another comment, Gina Sterling. So where's my crackers, ladies? This is a tease. Any good for diabetics? The recipe we did, the chocolate cake that we made, you can actually use instead of maple syrup because there's heaps of health benefits, but I know it can mess with glycemic index for some people. You can actually add in there something like stevia, which isn't going to mess so much with your glycemic levels. So there you go, and I've tested that. And Fiona Malcolm said, well, easy dishes, we'll give it a try, definitely. Great, Fiona. The recipes are there on my website, moniquebradley.co.nz. Please do it, photograph it, and let me know how you go. Right.
Oh, so that's all on. I then like to go along with the Mineral Powder Foundation, shade 1 from Samala, to just go and sort of just
Matte that down?
Yeah, so when you go and put on your eyeshadow, it doesn't all stick into one place and then it gets hard.
That's what's happened to me most of my life. It ends up in a little patch here and I think, what's going on there? I've never been able to get the blend.
Yes, it is hard. So this is just something I like to do. Everyone has their own opinion on how they do their own makeup and everything. Of course, because everyone's skin is different.
Of course, a good point there.
So this is just one thing I like to do.
I just noticed some comments coming from Jane Wan. She said that Tracy and I look like sisters. We feel like sisters. Thank you, Jane. Now, I noticed Jane also mentioned that avocado oil can be really expensive. Yes, it can be. You want to use it quite sparingly, but you want to use it for the right recipe. So if you've got a cake that you need a cup of oil in, don't use avocado oil. Use it for a dressing, use it for the flavour, or use it because you want to add that little bit of extra omegas into your diet instead of taking a fish oil. So there you go.
Cool, so now I'm going on with the latte. So from the outside, I like to work sort of in a circular motion.
Now, I hope Lynette Hill is watching this. She was learning about makeup the other night and before her show, and she said, I really want to know how to do this stuff. Okay, I hope you guys can see this okay. I might have to hold your hair out of the way.
I tried tidying it up so it wouldn't.
There we go.
Annoying.
How's that?
Just need like a little clip it behind my ears.
So I'll just style you while you're styling Nassim. There we go. Now Nassim, you have a fashion blog, don't you?
Yes, the name is Maison de la Mode, which is French name, but the shorten of that is www.mdlm.co.nz.
And what do you share on there?
We just write about their experience, blogging about the events that we attend, how we dress and how we style ourselves.
Awesome.
And also we have Instagram, Nassim and Carly, which we share our style every day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because I have to say, you are a very stylish woman. I mean, your outfit today you've put together is just remarkable. Yellow.
Yeah.
And yellow is really on trend for the season.
Yeah, that's a good springy color, like especially when the sun is out.
Yeah. Cool. So that's that lighter colour done.
That's great. Okay, take a look at the camera so we can have a look. There we go. So that's step 1. God, that's already made your eyes pop. That's incredible, Brooke.
Okay, now I'm going to go in with a darker colour, sort of do on the outside. So this one here is Truffle eyeshadow by Samala. I've got a little flat brush where I'm going to go, and I'm just going to just sort of dab it in the corners where I want it to go, and then I will go and blend it through with my other bigger brush.
This is amazing. So what prompted you to learn makeup artistry, love?
Beauty pageants.
Oh.
I always wanted to learn the tricks and trades as well to doing makeup, so I thought, why not go and study it?
Wow.
So I went and studied at Samala Robinson Academy and loved it. The tutors, everyone there is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So I'll go and blend it out.
Very nice comment just come in from Michelle Reid, who said, nice work, Monique Bradley. Michelle, thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Hi, Sally Chapman. Good to see you watching today. Leonard Matthews, Carolyn Sanford, even Tracy Marie Huia, who was in the kitchen earlier, is also watching from her phone. How fantastic. It's great to have you all with us. Today we are talking about beauty on the inside and how to achieve that beautiful look on the outside as well. So it's a beautiful bumper day, all about beauty.
Just need to get our nails done and everything's done.
Yeah, so. Perfect.
Come on, get you to open. Always important too when you're doing someone else's makeup that you get them to open their eyes, because sometimes your eyes are different. So what you see up here when they're closed will be different to when they're opened.
Now, that's a really good point, Brooke. You have two different coloured eyes.
Yes.
How does that affect the way that you do your own makeup? Does it?
A little bit. I sometimes have to not apply it as much on one eye as the other. So for example, with my brown eye, if I apply a lot on there, then compared to my green eye makes it look lighter than what it is in the brown eye. So it's the same.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so it's the same when I go and get my lashes done by Paula.
Yes, we love Paula.
Rose. She has to put less lashes on one eye than the other to make them look symmetrical.
That is amazing.
Perfect. Now I want to go and add a little bit, because you can never get enough bit of glitter, or shimmer.
So this is perhaps not so much a makeup look for the daytime. This is very much an evening look.
Yes, I do prefer this for evening. So I've got a little bit of a pop here. So this is Vanilla Float from Samala. I like to go through and put it in the corner bits.
And that opens up the eye, is that right?
Yes.
Perfect.
So once you put that on, you also go over again with a bit of darkness.
That eyeshadow is actually amazing. Like the quality of it's really good. Yeah.
I love it. Sometimes if you want a bit more of a shimmer look, you can wet your tip of your brush.
Oh, that's
depending
cool.
on how the pigmentation is of what shadow you're using. If you wet the tip of your brush,
yes,
it will then make the glitter and everything stand out more.
Awesome. Hello, I'm watching from Bali, Cynthia Louise, you gorgeous creature. Lovely to have you watching. And also, hello to Marama Harding. Lovely to see you on the stream today, beautiful creature. Genty Dwight, hello to you. We've got Nassim in the hot seat today. Nassim is a fashionista, an online influencer when it comes to fashion, and she's getting her makeup done by the gorgeous beauty queen herself, Miss Brooke Huia.
Hello.
Now, guys, if you wanna ask any questions or say hi, please feel free to do so. We are completely live right now, and we love hearing from you. I love this, Brooke. I want you to do my makeup every day, please. Can you just live in my wardrobe and then? No, that's weird. Potter, live under the stairs and then just pop out and do my makeup. It is all about beauty, and this is the new segment, Beauty by Brooke. We're really excited to have Brooke in the studio, showing exactly what we can do, what she can do, and what we can do in our own homes.
Yes, so then I go along and get my moisturiser from Kathy Organics. I'll get your look up and I go under.
Oh, no!
Yeah, and I get rid of, I might just switch around this way so I can see. Get rid of all of my drop down.
No.
Yeah. Also, this can also help with, you know how sometimes when you want to get that look and you want to get that sort of flick,
the cat's eye kind of look.
Yeah. This, because it just wipes it away.
That is incredible.
So that's that side.
Honestly, you're looking beautiful. Your eyes are just gorgeous. Look at you. Is it nice getting your makeup done for a change?
Oh yeah, for a change.
Because by using the moisturiser as well, it doesn't hurt your eyes for wiping it away.
Such a good tip, Brooke. I'm absolutely going to share that into social media this week. I'm totally stealing your tip and sharing it. Wow.
I'll just get you to look at
that is incredible. And she doesn't even have foundation on.
Nah. I love your skin. Can I have it? Like, can we just trade skin for a moment? So I love that. I like a little bit more, well, just everyone's different, of that shimmer. that little bit of a pop. I like to go with a real nice, if I can just find that over here. Here it is. If I can get it open.
Do you want a hand?
Oh,
you've done it.
So I just got some new products from Somala recently, and I love this. This is just, look at that.
Oh, so shimmery and pretty.
Yeah. So I like to put that right, I'll get you to close, in that corner bit.
Now, Sally Chapman also just said that wetting, when she uses a wet sponge or a wet brush with her powder, that it actually stays on longer.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
Yes.
100%? Cool.
So when I've only just learned that as well. So you always get new trades and new tricks to everything. So everything changes within seasons and fashion and everything. So I have found that when I wet my sponge and I go and put my foundation on, I feel like it stays and it sticks longer.
Oh, wow. And you agree the same?
Yeah.
100%? Amazing. Now, I just noticed that Alison Brewer has joined the show today, and Alison is also a professional makeup artist. It's lovely to have you watching. Feel free to share any wisdom while you're on the stream there, Alison. We'd love to hear from you.
Perfect. So that's how I like to do my sort of eye. You can go in with it and do black to get a black look, but I like my eyes sort of brown to suit my skin, like, because every skin tone's different.
Yes, and there's no eyeliner on there. That's just the base for the smoky eye, and then you'd finish with maybe a bit of eyeliner and then
you can
mascara.
go underneath and everything as well.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, we do have to head away very shortly. So before we head away, we'll just check the stream in case you've got any more questions. But Brooke, thank you so much. I know that trying to get that look with the smoky eye, the base of it, is one of the biggest things I get asked all the time. Oh, can you help me find somebody to talk about this? So I thought we should get you into the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And the team, we're actually going to finish up off camera. We're going to get Brooke to finish up your face and share the completed look in social media. How does that sound? Sound good? You are such a beautiful model, Miss
Thank you.
Thank you for coming into the studio. And look, guys, it's 11:46. We need to head away because we've got some crackers and some cake to eat. I hope I know, right? I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as we have. We've had a ball. A big thank you to gorgeous Tracy Marie, who joined me earlier in the kitchen. Thank you, Brooke. Thanks, Nassim.
Thank you.
Now, you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of these ladies, and we're really excited to share some amazing projects coming up with you. If you love the silicone cake mold I was using earlier, head to the website guidetobettershopping.com. You can also get the Marula moisturizer from that website. My friends have set up this amazing website, Guide to Better Shopping, and you're going to see lots of products from all of us that we've handpicked just for you guys. We're super excited about it. Jane Wong, thanks again for joining us in the studio. Alison Brewer, Carolyn Sanford, I love you. Tracy Marie, Leonard Matthews. Look, it's been amazing having you all here. Sally Chapman has just said, gotta go, see you later, Mon. Looking fab as always. You are, you gorgeous creature. You know what? We're going to be back here next Wednesday, 11 a.m. with another amazing guest in the studio and some more fantastic recipes. I can't wait to share it with you. We've got to go. Thanks to Pete behind the camera for producing the show today. He's done a stellar job. And I do have to say a big shout out to our amazing supporters. But first of all, do you want to maybe be on the show? Have you got a great product? If you want to be on the show with us, we are always looking for products and wanting to share the story of brands or people. Look, if you're working for a charity, get in touch. I'd love to help share your story with the world. And I do want to thank all the wonderful people who constantly support us and our show. Thank you, first of all, for joining us, and a big thank you to the wonderful team from Kathy Organics. Fabulous, that's the beautiful jewellery that Brooke and I are wearing today. Romina from Argentina for helping my skin look less pigmented. To Green Touch Avocado Oil for the beautiful product we used in the kitchen. Simply Beautiful for my purity dress. And Evelyn Rose Lashes for Brooks and mine. Pretty peepers. We love you, Paula. And remember too, I want to hear from you. What's bugging you? Are you struggling to control your hair like I do on a daily basis? Perhaps you need some support when it comes to parenting, or do you just want to learn how to hire to all those self-sabotaging beliefs and get rid of them? You let me know what you want to see. I'll line up the right people to make that happen. All right, time for us to go. Thanks, ladies. Thanks, Tracy in the kitchen. Thanks, Pete behind the camera. Love you guys. Ka kite anō.
See you later.
E nō reira.